Hello trader and welcome to this Bitcoin technical and order flow analysis video. So my holiday is coming, first holiday of this year. I'm leaving tomorrow to Greece for 1 week. It's pretty short holiday because some people like much longer holidays, but for me it's enough. Currently Bitcoin and crypto is in bull market, so I don't want to spend much time on holidays. We can have a holiday during bear markets or where markets are pretty quiet and volatility is compressed. But maybe I will get lucky and Bitcoin will stay range bound here, so we will see. I want to go into this video I want to check a lot of angles for the Bitcoin. We will be starting from local to medium time frame, then we will have a look on high time frame. I will be also mentioning and showing you seasonality, macro news events which are coming, and also order flow, current order flow analysis and data we have at our disposal, which can change pretty fast. But yeah, higher time frame analysis is pretty crucial, so you understand what is Bitcoin trying to do in our 6-month range here, okay? Because currently people are very, like 50% of people on a lot of social networks are like, this is over, this is like bear market is over, this is distribution top, and we will be, giving back all these impulse here from 38,000. Then you have second camp of people where people think this is one giant bull flag, yes, and you are doing curved structure to the upside for the new all-time highs. Yes, it's about 6 months, it's a pretty long time here. So you have big camps of people, and now these camps, like these people are arguing, and meanwhile we are ranging for 6 months. So this is actually the reason why we're actually ranging, because market is, it didn't make the mind what's the next step. I'll be showing you my approach. I don't care about those camps. You need to do level by level trading and zone by zone, and only then you can, if you see signs of weakness or strength, you can add to your trades. You should really have exposure both ways and let the market decide which side will be winning for you. And it was also much more easier to build swing longs and hodl positions when we had the drop to 50k and 30% bounce, of course, yes. So yeah, let's dive into it. Maybe I can start to show you trades I was taking past few days. I will not go over them like very deeply, like just only scratching the surface. Our traders know in the group why I was taking those trades. Most of those trades taken past week. Actually, I gave them in advance. I was preparing them for here. I was preparing why I expect reversal based on order flow and stuff. I was also giving them exact take profits. Each time I took take profit to market actually reversed. It was funny to watch. I can mention like these 3 longs here, even without any tools you use, were swing failure patterns, but you needed to be good in order flow to actually execute the trade and take the trade, because if you are bad in order flow, you can get breakdown and you will be wrecked. Yes, your stop loss will be run and you will be facing decent losses. So order flow execution very important over here. Now we can see over the weekend we had pullback into this low. I was adding to all accounts. Actually, where Bitcoin is currently below 58,000, actually below 60k, I'm engaging Bitcoin with all 3 accounts: scalper account, day trade account, and swing trade account, because I also want to build swings. Yes. So yeah, all 3 accounts. I am just taking a different take profit sometimes on them. Like scalp, for example, on take profit 2 was out. I closed the position here. Day trade account, take profit 2, after take profit 2 had 30% exposure left, and swing trade account had 40% exposure left. For example, swing trade I'm keeping beyond 65, 67k. Okay, so I will be round tripped on that position very likely, but that's how you do it. Yes, you just let the market play. And day trade, of course, is more manageable. Like you take another profit when you rotate the local range. Okay, because for example, this move here, up here, rotated range. When we go into our Discord, literally yesterday gave one single pause and it was met with the reaction I expected. So I said next order book resistance to watch is 59,800 to 60k large spot walls. Currently we are in pretty low environment, like volumes are not so high. Yesterday we had volume. It's very likely it's gonna pick up now, because now traders are back from September. From summer holiday, so volumes should go up. But you can clearly see I said 58,800 to 60k. We've had a lot of orders in the order books at that area. Look at that. We also started filling them. Look at that positive delta. It was not happening on open interest increases, so you were not trapping much traders, but still you were feeling and absorbing like pretty well here, and then you started reversing. And look at your spot market as well. You know, order books are affecting 60% of my decisions, so you really cannot trade without them. Yes. And you can see spot market was protecting 60k, and not only on Binance, on multiple exchanges in the world. So 60k still pretty crucial for more upside. As you rotated the range, you were expecting market will go into the pullback just on profit taking. All the people who were longing here, same like me, had some take profits, but you know, main take profit comes always when you rotate and complete the range rotation. So profit taking started. You know, you also had head short. I had alert here, was closing my day trade long, and I took hedge short. Now this hedge short is protecting remaining positions from here, and I also had take profit one as I woke up. So very nice trade. Yeah, currently is still pretty mild pullback, but we will not be much bothering with these local moves today. So this was a bit of trading locally. Our traders in the group know why I was taking those trades, how I was taking them, so it's all explained. Let's go. I want to show you a bit of seasonality. So we go into our section for the macro fundamentals here. So September is the most difficult month for the equities and crypto. You can see the ranking here. Bitcoin, the higher the number, like this worst performance out of the year. So Bitcoin for September for Bitcoin is very ugly. Usually is the worst month of the year, and same for the equities. Yes. Here you are, Nasdaq. Very bad month for the S&P, like statistically past 20 years. So you can be in longs, doesn't mean you can be in longs. If you have shorts, you can be a bit more patient in the shorts. You trade each day setup market is providing you. But you know, if market starts breaking down, yes, it's failing with swing failure pattern, is grabbing liquidity, there are no, swing failure patterns, you don't return. You let the market play out. And you know, statistically, September was very bad month for the Bitcoin, yes. Look at that. Yeah, it's really the worst month. Your job, I said that to our traders. Your job this month is, if market gives us big pullback, is to build nice swing position so you can be properly positioned into the October, November, and December, which are really great months. In bull markets, those months are really great. Market is outperforming well, especially October. Yeah, look at that. So 2020. 2021 massive gains. October is just strong month, so September fine nice positions for the swing trades, and October is like main bread and butter. Look at last time, it was a bull market breakout in these times, and this was crazy gains. So we will see how this plays out. And you can have exceptions, but you also know about statistics, as I said. So in case market goes for pullback, view it as opportunity here. One thing to mention also, so it's not only seasonality, there will be two critical events coming for the Bitcoin and crypto, and also for the world, not just for the crypto. We have US elections. One side of the government, Democrats, are more anti-crypto, and the Republicans are more pro-crypto. I think market has a premium. Maybe we actually lost the premium already, but market was building like these pushes here. These pushes here were done also on the premium Trump will win, especially after there was attack on him. And now we will see out of the election. If Democrats win, it could be actually a bit bearish for the crypto. Yes, because they will make it harder for altcoins, especially like Bitcoin, Ethereum are fine. They have ETFs. Other rest of the market can suffer. Okay, so just be aware of that. So election risk, and second risk is definitely maybe we get recession or we don't. We will be watching. I will not predict if we get recession or not. I will be doing same thing as Fed, same thing as funds. I will be watching data points and I will be deciding by them. So data points will be warning us, yes, as jobs reports, CPI and others. We will see changes in them. Also, if consumer is weak or not, yeah, because if consumer is getting weaker, it's also a signal of the recession. So we will watch all those metrics as they are released every month, and we will be doing decisions with them. So I don't want to predict that. And also at the end of the year, you have the debt ceiling negotiations again in the US, which can be temporarily bearish for the market. But once it's approved, it's gonna be a new round of liquidity. Also, there is markets still haven't seen much liquidity dropped into the system, because there is reverse repo operation, which is now dragging a lot of banks' capital into it. They need to really lower rates like 0.5 to 1%, so liquidity is showing in the system, and then risk assets can actually grow. Yeah. So, but this is more complex. We don't need to go into the detail into this. Let's now start with the analysis on the Bitcoin. I will be going over every single folder I have here. We'll be starting from local to medium timeframes, and then we move to higher timeframe, so you can see what is happening. So let's start with the market structure areas. While we are on 1 hour time frame. So actually this market structure here, you see over here, is really needed to be reclaimed for much higher prices. So if you will be in a swing positions, you need to reclaim this. That's why we also rejected here. It was more of a local one, supply zone, I mean resistance, and now also the longer term one. This one is coming very, it's like very old. When market was breaking out into the 64,000, when you are doing impulse, each time you reject heavily on big volumes, it's creating you future support resistance area. So this area is very important for us from the medium time frames. Overall, we are just ranging here. I will be readjusting these market structures in the future. I'll be deleting some because there was too much over here, so I need to remove some. You can also see market was trading like this naked market structure. I marked on 7th of August. I mean, I marked it somewhere here, and since that moment I was trading every single touch here. We lost it briefly but reclaimed, so that was really good sign. They still this one also provided a lot of support in the past. It's coming, you see, it's coming from when we had a big like first larger drop and deviation outside of the range into the 57 to 56,500. In the past, when we were bottoming out of 53k, for me it was also when I was adding to swing trades. I was telling our traders this was like crucial reclaim. So for me, this is still pretty key market structure area. If you lose this, market now starts looking more dire, and you will be looking at this one. Yeah, so this one will be like crucial to hold for. Like this one, you need to really hold if you don't want to see the lows again. Okay, because we have still some volumes here. Lots of support. If you lose this, then you will open road really to trade in this low volume node here. Not much volume done here, even put in danger the week. So this is really great area, and you will be watching those two lows for the potential swing failure pattern and stabilization if this low is lost without swing failure pattern. So yeah, pretty key area. Then you have few more areas from the previous range. If this low is lost, you will be watching them. Yeah, especially from here. And then in the lower regions, you have also these market structures. These are if market goes for the deeper pullback, because you see this was very big impulse here. We can go to 2 hour time frame so you see it more clearly. Market structure. So we knew this liquidity will be run from this range here, and now we've got a reversal. But if you lose this low and you continue lower, you have very limited support in this impulse. So we can actually give this back, down to 44k, and then you will be focusing on trading this range. We can actually turn on those ranges. We can go more to the local time frame. I'll be showing you, like, this is all my thinking. When I complete my charting, I'm going over this, and then I'm building setups for myself. I'm saying for myself where are the zones of interest, what is market trying to do. Yeah, you see what we are trying to do locally. So we are in 4 weeks range. Yes, this was very big deviation to the upside. It was actually one to one extension move to the upside out of this range. So this was very symmetrical. We haven't spent much time up there, and we moved back, and we are again spending multiple days in the range. So you should be watching this pull here from here, even when you had deviation. It's including that volume, but what we can do. So you have this 4 weeks pull here you are watching, but it's not main pull locally. You are aware if you are in this range or not, and trying to rotate, but this is like more locally. This is the main pull for you. You watch, and market trades that like like all setups I was taking, all the longs I was taking here and some short here are based on this range here. Yeah, if I'm seeing market is ranging in it. If we break out of this range, yes, I will watch 4 weeks back. For example, you do swing failure pattern and you do rejection out of it, then you want to see something like this, so you get again acceptance, and you can start thinking about the rotation of this range. So that's another thinking. Yes, but still this range is crucial. We've rotated it multiple times. We can go to 15-minute time frame. This is the most immediate impact on Bitcoin, yes. Let's go to 1 hour time frame so you can still see. So for Bitcoin, when we want to see more upside, if you are in longs from here, and you will see like the signs of strength is going to be pushing outside this high, where you don't do swing failure pattern, you grab liquidity and you continue higher. You see how very little resistance we have in this drop, very little resistance. So your actual like proper resistance comes at highs of this range. You will see that as a trade area. We have a couple strong levels here, nice volume, trapped longs at the highs. So very, very good confluence, but very limited trades in this move here. Like for you, if you want to short, you would need to wait for much higher prices into here. Here we have actually the low volume node, I think, so market will have very easy time to take that out. Yes, and you need to remember, I was explaining our traders in the group, this also is impulsive move to the downside where you have initial point of selling. Once you reclaim initial point of selling, you do in 1/3 of cases you do swing failure pattern, but in 2/3 of cases you push to the upside. I did nice video, like 7-minute video in the group for this, but in very simple terms, you will be stopping out all those people who are shorting in the impulse very aggressively, will be rebuying back. So that's why always in more cases you see the big push to the upside. It's like you spend a lot of volume and delta in this move and they will be rebalancing back. Plus you also have this range here, so you will be shorting, will be stopping out people from here. You just need to be aware of this. This is crucial point. Once you go beyond no swing failure pattern, very and very little resistance is crazy combo. You let the market run. How are the high volume nodes looking? So they are coming from local ranges. This is good area to watch in the future. For me, it's future resistance, the 60 high volume node from the previous range. If you'll be rotating it, we need acceptance into it. We have multiple pulls there. It's 2 weeks point of control. So in case you go beyond these highs, you let low volume node to be run. You can have scalp or even the intraday trade from this area, but the main resistance now is coming from this high volume node. You might get into the range here, so you will have more time to get position. If you retest the extreme of the range and you do swing failure pattern, you generally avoid trading market when we are doing impulse. Like this video will be full of gold nuggets, for example. When market is, this was our 2 weeks range. We are now seeing breakout. That was the thing of this setup, yeah. We had 3 highs close together. We did swing failure pattern and grab liquidity. So that setup for short was completed. All you needed to see there was more continuation to the downside and rotations. That didn't happen. You return to the highs with the momentum, so it was telling you market is breaking out. Last thing you want to do is to fight market when it's doing impulse out of the previous range. Only what you need to do is to wait for push to the upside. We actually reached resistance here, so I was taking short very aggressive. But if you want to be even more safe, you wait for the range to come in. Now the liquidity was building above these equal highs. You go, I think you did some swing failure pattern on some exchange, and you go for the short over here from much better place, and you enjoy to move to the downside. So this is much better setup than try to short here after breakout out of this range. A lot of people destroying their accounts trying to fight market in the impulsive move, so don't do that, please. Let's go back to high volume nodes. So this is the range I got the high volume nodes out of. So we can see why market is also struggling here. It's not only VAH of the local range, but it's also the high volume node of the big range. So you expect market to find resistance. Look at so much chop here. This is the reason you were spending a lot of time here, because you already spent in the past a lot of time here. So in high volume nodes, you not only expect immediate rejections, but you also expect if market doesn't reject and slows down, then you expect market to be choppy. And I like choppy conditions, of course, because you can pull money. Range trading is easier than breakout trading, and because you get so many opportunities. So chop here is not a surprise. That's why when you reclaim 5-day VAH, you will also reclaim the 4 weeks high volume node, and it's very likely you will be you will be moving into this another 4 weeks high volume node, and you will rotate the larger edge to the VAH. Yeah, so you will very likely not engage with the market in these regions. Yes, because it's going to be easy move if you fail the swing failure pattern of this high. And below us, you can see the low we found at 57,000 was done with heavy support of the order books. Yes, I can actually return there. It was those are the most easiest trades. So look at the order books. Yes, thousands of bitcoins plays into the buy side. We already feel like multiple walls. Market already got exhausted. You had super tight swing failure pattern here. The low itself is very weak, but you did visual swing failure pattern. You know you had many walls below you, and market slowly started grinding up. This was very weak structure, but you still took the trade here, and you let the market do the thing, because this was like that's why the structure was like that. Also, market this was heavy force from the order books to stabilize the market. Look at the spot market as well there. Yes, you see very big walls over here. 145 bitcoins on the spot market, 89. That's over 15 million on the buy side on the bitcoin. This is not leverage, this is spot market. That's big money, it's not easy to break 15 to 18 million walls. So market was not even retesting them. Yes, very tight swing failure pattern, you traded that. So, and you also kissed, you actually front run a little bit one day high volume node from here. If you start losing the current low here, and you will breach all those order books walls, some of them were actually pulled, you will be focusing on rotating this little range into the one day ball. If you fail and don't stop here, you will be putting in danger this high volume. This was very big reversal low. You will be feeling the buying tail of that. 56,000 then comes into play, and you have potential to do swing failure pattern. Of course, that this is pivotal low. One thing which is a bit I don't like here is we have like directly below your low volume node. So if market fails swing failure pattern, it's very easy for the market to move down, and you will be getting closer to these lows. Yes, so just be aware of that. Let's have a look on medium high to medium time frame ranges, how we are doing there. I think it's pretty bearish still. Okay, it's now loading up. So for this main range, 6-month range is not very encouraging for us, because we still trade below 6-month val. Like if we want to start thinking about more gains for our longs here, that's why you saw me, you saw me. I was showing you the trade setups. I was taking a lot of take profits on more intraday setups or all the longs here, because we are trading below 6-month val. Like I cannot be more patient, because this is not reclaimed. Yeah, we need to reclaim again 6-month val, so we see more upside. This is really limited resistance here. Market can push pretty easy over that, but we are trading below, so market is telling you it's seeking value elsewhere. Yes, I mean, we did 6-month volume here, so it's a bit logical. Market is trying to fill. We already look at that, so this is already becoming a higher time frame high volume node. Few more days, and this is going to be having similar volume as here, and I will be slapping it with the high volume node. So, and you still have very low volumes here, so market might still look to fill some volume gaps in here. So while you trade a bit of 6-month value, if you are also in short here, because I'm holding some short from here as well, and remaining size from here, then let me show you. Maybe I can zoom in, because this was more of a swing trade for me. So trades 50-minute time frame, so we see it more. Yes, this one actually, this one is still running from 61,000, and the target is at 55,863. Is actually below. Is it below? Yeah, it's close to this low. Yeah. So target take profit 3 is still waiting, and I will be deciding if we do swing failure pattern or not, to take to close position or just keep it running. But I will probably keep it running for the hedge. So yeah, this was already closed. Yes. Let's return back. So this needs to be reclaimed, and once you do reclaim and you will be feeling these low resistance regions, you can start thinking about another range rotation. But we need to take out this high. Like these highs needs to be taken out for so many reasons. I'll be just showing you in next folders. Once you go beyond them, you will change completely market structure on higher time frames. So it needs to happen. And you see how market, why I still had this range here. Look at that, it was pretty long time ago, but each time we had pretty fast moves over it. But this was the last time this range was giving me edge in the market. When market was pushing, we rotated this range. This range will be deleted now, or it's now no longer valid. I will just keep this 5x file for one more retest in case we do swing failure pattern for these two highs into it and then reject, and then I will be deleting it completely because it fulfilled its purpose. It already gave multiple range rotations. It gave me advantage, but it's now too far away. So you understand how you also delete the old profiles. Here are the high volume nodes. So we can see the 6 month range is giving us the high volume nodes. Same thing as I was showing you the high volume nodes on local time frame, how I'm using them as a resistance and also expecting range in them. Same thing happened here. We tried peeking out of it, but then we firmly rejected back into it and started ranging, and then we rejected. So, you know, if you want to see more upside, you need to take out these highs because you change high time frame market structure, but you also reclaim the main high volume node of the, this is from a volume perspective, so 6 month high volume node. This is also the, actually not even main, this is secondary high volume node, and it was still so strong. And then we have the major resistance still in the 66 to 68,000. This is going to be another area where you will be looking for intraday and swing shorts, very potential range here. You reclaim that, then you know your odds for Bitcoin making new all-time highs will be increasing rapidly, because you know you have all these highs close together. Market will be looking to run them, rotate the 6 month range to the VAC. So this is going to be future decision point for the Bitcoin. Now a bit of words about price action. I mean, just a general structure of the market. We can go to 4-hour time frame. One thing you really need to notice, and until that moment we still trade the downside structure, is Bitcoin is creating lower highs and lower lows. So this was potential change of structure, but we didn't take out these highs. So still lower high, we go down, now lower low, again lower high, lower low, lower high. So what is it telling you? It's telling you very clearly, if you want to break this structure and change of character, you want to do, because locally you are also doing this, yes. So you would need to do something like this. So you locally, I mean not even locally, it's 1 hour time frame, you change structure, but you also negate the downtrend taking out this high here, yes, because it's going to be like this. And then you can put higher low in and change the structure. So this is going to be extremely crucial highs to be taken out to negate this downside, you know. It's like it's range, but it's downside structure. Anchor VWAPs, we go a bit closer to 1 hour time frame. So our current upside into the 64,000 is still rejecting us. Now that's the thing where you also look for shorts and take profits, because you know these are very, very important anchor VWAPs to reclaim for the more upside. You see, one is starting from the high of 65,000. One is collecting volume from the top range as well. For me, it's like a band, so I don't view it as an exact level, but it's like a band, yeah. Band where I look for take profits and where I look for shorts. And the recent move, when we've located, when we've rotated new range again, we almost front run that anchor VWAP. So it needs to be reclaimed, so we see more upside. Very simple here. There is also a big battle here because we are compressing in the anchor VWAPs. And you also see the recent impulse from 50,000 is also a bit in danger. Yes, so much chop around it. Market is trying to make up its mind. It was so juicy to long retests, yes. Here was more a larger deviation, but after that, nice retest, you were buying, another retest, you were buying, another stabilization, but now we are very, very choppy around it. So it's a bit decision points here. If you do something like this, or if you do something like this, you definitely need to see what we are doing if you trade above or below for your bias. So we will see, still choppy there. And also we have these larger anchor VWAPs. You need to zoom out so you understand how like how is each important. For me, this is the most important view up for the as a resistance, as I mentioned I think in previous YouTube videos as well. That's why I also booked a lot of take profit on my swing long here, and I was positioning into the multi account short, because if this anchor view up is reclaimed in the future, then we will see larger upside, because we will untrap most of the lot of the volume for the past 6 months range, and the range will get relief when you reclaim this. Okay, the bulls will start winning with that reclaim, but yeah, until you do that, is big resistance. This is also one of the this is also critical anchor view up. This one, it started to be a bit more choppy, so it's possible I might remove it, or I will just make it less visible. But for me, this is measuring the bull market, because true breakouts and true confirmations of bull market arrived when we were doing impulsive move from 39 to 73,000. So this is literally bull market view up. It's not measuring full bull market, but is one of the most influential. We are trading below it, so there's also not so encouraging sign. We need to again reclaim this one and this one together, so we see a lot more upside. When you see where Bitcoin found stability, it was the actually here was other anchor view ups I was watching. This was very big move to 50k, and those reclaims were crucial. It was outstretched by the heavy liquidation, so but you quickly reclaim all these 3 bands. Look how old they are. They're actually coming from 25,000, or even not even 25,000, but also the 35,000. Okay, 1 hour time frame. Order blocks you watch locally. This one is already providing us support here. It was pretty we've had change of structure out of it, so I'm not surprised we are seeing reaction. It's only secondary confluence for me. I never trade just out of order blocks. Just know it's demand and supply zone, especially if you have trap traders in it. How are the extensions and symmetry doing? So this is extension target in case we continue to the downside. You watch 53,800. If we repeat similar symmetry as first move to the downside here, this was the pullback. If we lose these lows and this low, then your target becomes immediately 53,817 is going to be symmetrical move. And further to the upside, I'm still watching that because we didn't broke structure for that yet. We will need to go below this low, so this is invalidated. I'm still watching it. We also have this, but you can see 65k, we hit a one-to-one extension, a lot of targets I think, and went over this in the past, so we don't need to repeat that. Yes, you can also see we are still not in the main balance zone range. We are still trying to get back in, look at that midline, also stopped us here well. Yes, we need to get acceptance into it. And then, again, if we reclaim these regions, you will be looking to take out all these highs and do big extension moves to 74 to 79. Local fibs, you watch. View up closes, not many close to us. Trap traders, just remember this region here, huge amount of people got trapped here on the long side. Can be future resistance, just remember that. And also we have shorts trapped at the wick. Key local levels, we don't need to go over them. Here are the naked dailies we have locally. This was the front run, so that naked daily is already weakened. New naked weekly was born over here. Make sure to have alert for that. And also new monthly is pretty close. So you already have double confluence in the 64,228 and 64,610, and this is giving you, I think there will be very easy scalp out of these 2 naked closes. And you have trap traders in this range as well, so you should have at least scalp, and it can become intraday trade, so it can be double account trade. So in the future, make sure to have alerts over here. Naked point of controls, not that many up there. These naked point of controls, are they close to this naked? No, they are front running, so you'll see. what happens, but we have, I think, composite naked point of control. This is like 3-day naked point of control on TPO, so it's aligned with the, should be aligned with the, yes, it's very close to 64 to 38. So that naked weekly has also the volume confluence here. So very, very nice. For the future, two naked dailies to watch below us. $69,182, still key level, because this was previous bull market all-time high. Each time you reclaim it, it's acting as a resistance, the regional, but if you reclaim this market is trying to push for new all-time highs like here, and it's definitely trying there. Market often makes it as a support, but the last times it was always resistance, so we need to watch that. Now we can go to, so this is like medium to higher time frame. For our time frame here, anchor VWAPs. These anchor VWAPs are, we can say, are measuring true change of market structures. You can also see some is starting from 29,000. So the they're collecting volume since for the past 1 or 2 years. You can see these are starting to be ultimate support bands in the big dips and the big pullbacks. Ultimate support for you is here, 37,000, in case Bitcoin see some crazy downsides during recessions, or I don't know what risk events. You watch these 2, 3, yeah, because they measure our full range from 21,000. So I think this is pivotal anchor view up, and you view it as a region. Last time we retested it was over here. Those 3 of them, look at that, retest here, big moves to the upside. Like long-term investors were piling in that big pullback as well here. No, 3 of them held, and since that moment we never got the retest. So future retest of this, if you ask yourself where you should have limit orders, like for the hodl and for the, like, without leverage, you can actually even have a bit of leverage here. Yeah, they can be placed here when just trailing these anchor ups. Also, everything I say is not financial advice, just education and entertainment. This one got front run, and you also watch those. They are still good. This one is from 20k. Yes, also pretty juicy as well in 47k. For our time frame, some naked VWAPs above us to rotate. That's not important here. Monthly and weekly open are close together. Market is already giving you scalps out of them. It's going to be like pretty much, I think, if they are so close together, they will be like buyers. So you lose them, market starts becoming a lot more bearish, and you reclaim them and trade above. We can go like that. So it's going to be crucial here if they are close together, because your higher time frame traders will be involved. Swing failure patterns. These are just showing you a lot of inefficient areas. You can see current low is pretty weak. So in the future, look for the fixing of that low, because you have like 2 lows close together, and that move to the downside almost eaten the wick, so it made the whole low weaker. So look for future retest for much better low. Same like here, when we had 1, 2. This one was. You see equal lows here, and market fixed it with better low, and then another low. All these lows were fixed with the even better low for the nice trade. So look for that. These lows also close together, you watch. And you also have equal highs actually at the highs at 65k. So in the future, look for another fix. Similar situation. Here is very easy to cascade these highs. That's why I put the final. So I know market completed 2 of them. Liquidity of above 65k, there is massive liquidity, so you will be facing very likely impulsive move to the upside if these highs are taken without swing failure pattern. So you watch that. You can see what we did with move here. We took major liquidity and reversed. Market is always about, like in these conditions, market is all about liquidity, so large traders can fill position with ease. So was taken, can be deleted now. If this low is lost, we have some liquidity below this low as well, of course. So you can do standalone swing failure pattern. If you lose it, then this is very big liquidity point here. Just need to be aware. We can actually have a look on liquidity on the liquidity tools. So refresh the trading different and Hyblock as well. This is one bond liquidity profile. We can zoom in how it looks. We can see there is huge liquidity now below 50,000 as well, because it's in future is taken down to 47. Crazy, yeah? 47 is support, by the way. And also the liquidity here below 55, below 53,800, the one I was showing you. Yes. And above 65k as well, I was just showing you. So you can actually visualize that better. And then you have another big node, 69,000 to 71,200. And in trading different is even like better visible. You see how market took this more immediate liquidity. Many local highs taken out. You see we stopped in front of the liquidity, like the larger one. Market is not obliged to take liquidity nodes fully. They can stop in front. Maybe it's saving, like market can save liquidity for the later as well. But you know, once this high and this high is taken, you have very juicy liquidity down up to 60,200 for potential swing value pattern. And if you don't do, then you will feel a much larger to the downside. This is just local liquidity build up. If you want to see that, you need to like zoom in here. So you see people's liquidity from these longs, and then a bit more here. And below, like these trades were super juicy. Look at that. This was absolutely fat. This was the biggest trade I was taking, of course, with such liquidity. But you know, below these lows, below these equal lows on Binance, you still have more liquidity. So you're also aware. This can be swing value pattern in the future, very tight one, 56,949. And if you go for the full node, then you can go down to 56,400. And if you do that, then you know you need to go to 50-minute time frame and you have that low there. So but you see there is not that much liquidity down there, because you see why. Market immediately bounced there was a very crazy bounce from 56k and all the trading was done here. So you already stopped out many people out of this move as well, yeah, with these lows taken out. Just be aware of that. So that's why you can do tight swing value pattern here, and you don't have such like big liquidity buildups. Just need to range more. Look at that. This is also more juicy in the future. 54,500 to 53,900. Yeah, future juicy region. How is the CME looking? So we go to here, CME 1 hour time frame. So this gap, we were expecting this gap will be closed when we were longing on Monday. So this is already played out. It was pretty strong confluence, and you still have unfinished gap over here. We filled a decent portion of it. Yes, but in the end we reversed. I was going over that setup also on the YouTube, and I think we have another gap here to be filled, but this one is more intra-week. This was only when Bitcoin, when we had holiday in the world, so this was created. So 2 gaps to be closed locally. This one was closed. Look at that perfection. Once this gap was close to the dollar, big move to the downside. Just a matter of time. If you were longing here, you knew this is a matter of time in the end. Bitcoin, I don't like to be inefficient, but sometimes it can be inefficient for longer time. Like here, we were waiting for a long time to be, like since 12th of July to 2nd of August. And we, yeah, it was. Market structure long terms. We are fighting for the last one here. This one was perfect. The rejection. These market structures coming from previous bull market. Look at that. And they are one of the main reasons we also shaped the new range here. You lose that, you will then have again these two long-term market structure supports. Look at that, this was also great. When we reclaimed, boom, over here. Just need to be aware of them. Macro extensions, what I have there. Need to go to 1 day time frame. This is now start of the very high time frame analysis. These are future targets for the Bitcoin. When we breach all-time high and we go further, this is 1-to-1 extension. So this move up here in the previous bull market from 4,000 to 67 to 69 actually. If you want to repeat same symmetry, then we have 1-to-1 target at 80,000, and big extension targets will be 121,000 if Bitcoin outperforms. These anchor VWAPs are multi-years old, so they also are your ultimate support. So they are measuring previous bull and bear markets together. So this band in the future retest should give us very big swing bounce. Yeah. So if you are looking for another dollar cost average regions, 43 to 38,000, another big support area from all of them. So from that perspective, like from this higher time frame perspective, Bitcoin is looking very, very strong. So this is still just consolidation. It's only all about when we will end the pullback. Okay. Geometry. I don't watch pitchforks much. Macro channel. We have two of them. 1 day time frame. This is the main macro channel, starting from Corona lows into the 64,000 highs. In the future can be resistance around, you see if we like push right now, it's 80,000. You see 80,000 will be crucial level from extension perspective as well. So far we are holding well the midline retest over here at 50,000. This was pretty crucial retest. While we hold this region, all is good for Bitcoin. Lose that and you will open doors to trade in the lower portion of this channel. Okay, so just be aware of that. But it's slowly increasing, yeah. Currently lows are 26,000. And within the macro channel you have more, you have like 6-month channel, this one. And we are well anchored inside. We always return into it even after deviations. I don't readjust my channels. 1, 2, 3, they started here and off they go. Top line, especially like top line was sort of like great respect. So in future you can have alert here. Of course it's not your main confluence, but you know maybe it's time for take profit. If you start rejecting, look for shorts. If you have a more stronger confluence, not just you can trade just channels, look at that, because you can hold it but then you will do big breach. More anchor VWAPs a bit separated as well in these regions I was mentioning. These are the high time frame FIPS. I think the pull, let me check the pull, it should be from here. Yes, the pull started here at 15,000, so current bear market lows. Let's have a look how we reacted. I think we reacted pretty well. So the pull was ending over here. This was proper retest. Market was holding in multiple occasions. You can see how high time frame FIBS works. They can hold multiple times. So this was great confluence for you. Then we have 0.382 in the future retest. Here we are, big area. That's the thing, if you are watching macro levels market, you also need to like zoom out and view it as an area. And in the future we have macro 0.5 FIB at 44,700. Again, new area in the future. Be aware. Yearly. How is the yearly candle looking? Yearly candle is looking still strong. You know what would be very bad for the yearly candle if you close below 46,000 and even do engulfing, yeah, so you would be losing all the gains. That would be massive week and you will have a red body. That would be very bad for the Bitcoin. So far, nothing like that in our sign, yeah. So from that perspective, is all good. By the way, the yearly, what is the yearly level? 46,185. Yes, there was no retest of that level yet. We will see in the future. Retest of the previous range actually is better to be seen over here. It's like older. I have the new. Oh, just let's go for the video folder. So 1 hour time frame. Symmetry. What's the symmetry of the moves over here? This is excellent. That's why we trade Bitcoin. Look at those swings. 30% move to the upside. Just 30% move to the downside. Bitcoin loves. Like recently, volatility is increasing on these big high time frame moves. Very easy. Send it to back. We will be adding it here. High time frame balance zones. Let's have a look if something changed. Nothing changed yet. Yes, the balance zone pool was over here. This is like big symmetry for the liquidity and overall moves. This was the main pool. You go for the 0.25 here. And if you want to repeat similar symmetry, this is not over. This is definitely not over for Bitcoin. If we return back above 68,000, you will be looking again at 79,296. You know, 80k level will be very interesting in the future. So much confluence already you saw in this video. Yes. And we can have a look. This is the final boss for the Bitcoin. This is the macro range for our old range. This is very good for the swing traders and for the hodl traders to know what to do. We can see Bitcoin still very strong. Even the 50k dip was just retest of the previous high volume node, and we didn't even touch the point of control. The pool recently I was extending pool to the actual prices, and we have new point of control now at 57,147. This is also like bias. If you start trading below, you open road for the more downside. If you hold it well, then you open road for the upside. The general macro high volume node, you can even see here when I have the lot of things turned on. 1 hour time frame, look at that. So this is the macro high volume node. This is ultimate support for the Bitcoin locally. So much volume traded, and you see 1, 2, 3 bounces already in it. You can have even more bounces in it. Lots of hodl people and swing traders and big entities are loading in these areas. For them, they like to have one daily time frame views. They don't even watch this what we watch, like intraday traders. They are loading they are loading in these big macro areas, like over here. Look at that. Yeah, if you lose current low, you still have the overall high volume node of that range as a support, so we can easily find support here. For me, Bitcoin, this is inefficiency, but yes, I will be still looking for retest of that 47,200 point of control for the nice reaction. So in the future, make sure to have alert. This can be a crucial moment for you. And you see this was very big resistance in the past before we resumed to the upside. So Ideally, Bitcoin, like for example, if that low is lost, bounces here and starts ranging, so it's give you time more for the positioning. It's also showing you it's not just V-shaped bounce or dead cat bounce and goes back down. No, ideally you see some range and then you consolidate and then you push or you just lose it. So it would be ideal scenario. And the thing is, if you lose this high volume node from macro and also macro POC, you open road literally to rotate the range to the downside. Same principles which apply on the small time frames will apply here. And you will also watch, because this was really good consolidation, I think 2 months over here, yes. So you will watch the levels and areas from this consolidation you want to really hold. But if you lose this range, then you will be targeting the that macro wall. Ultimate pain point for the Bitcoin, if we get into the bear market, which is also not likely to actually revisit, but in the future it could be 26k. It was his old val up to July was over here, so I still kept it on a chart. That's the thing when Bitcoin does impulses, it can give away the impulse as well. When, for example, you have big recession, you can give up a lot of these gains. They were done with so much one-way traffic, there is not much support left. But this range here is still very big support for us. Okay, so it's really great. Also, you know, this was also a big range and it supported this range, so it will be like double confluence for us in the future. So this was a macro view. I showed you lots of areas. As I say, always be aware of the higher picture, but don't be in a fear and trade intraday and medium to swing trades out of what you are given here. And ideally, as I said, I'm often positioned both directions, and if market picks one direction finally with breakout, I will leave the other side winning, and I will be closing others like opposite side as well. So for me, hedging is so normal practice often, but I don't hedge. I hedge profits often, yeah, not the loss. That's very important here. Also locally, you can see what I prepared for myself. I will be on holiday, but maybe Bitcoin coming to my area. We will see. I don't want to trade much on holiday on laptop. You don't want to trade on laptop and phone on holiday because, you know, here I have very strong setup at home. I can't even compare to holiday. But you see, like strong trade areas, I don't even have nothing close. This needs to be done with the order flow, like actual analysis and everything. But this is really strong area in the future when we revisit 63,700 start. As said, we have the naked weekly, naked monthly composite pen of control. Still some trap traders from the Bybit up there. So definitely nice area. If you go beyond, then you will look for sync failure pattern of the 65,952, some major liquidity grab. And if you go beyond, you need more areas. So another one is here. This is going to be pivotal resistance. Also talking about that. And below, what we have below. So below us we have you will watch the week low here for the swing failure pattern into the macro VAH. 1 day high volume node, 1 day point of control, another order block. So it's another cute small area. You also watch this naked daily, can actually prevent you to go into the lows. That's what you will be watching. And if this area is lost, you see we have very limited support locally. So even though this is like macro high volume node, I don't have much levels here. So it's very likely Bitcoin will crash for the 56k lows. And you will be doing decision point here if you do swing failure pattern or not. Just be careful because it's low volume node and single prints here. So it's very limited. If market starts breaking down, you need to get out and wait for the stronger areas. And then ideally, you can run the 54,386 lows for another pivotal swing trade, day trade, and scalp as well. Like all 3 accounts should be engaging in such area after liquidity is run because you sweep so many lows. Like bulls want to defend here. If they fail defending here, you risk lots of moves into these low volume nodes and start filling the volume there. And in there, Another trade area for me is here from the previous small range at the lows inside the crucial market structure. Yes, we have some nice weak trap shorts here. So another great area to watch. We can refresh the order books. How are they looking? Of course, these are dynamic. These can change, but in the the further you go, the less the levels can change. So you can have a look on how is the order books doing. What are they showing you? We can actually go $10,000 away from the Bitcoin and see what's up. Crazy. You can even okotoki is really great. If you have some extra budget, you just wait for the Black Friday and take it and combine it with the Tradinglite, because you already see market is like showing you future a bit. 45k very strongly defended, 47,500 extremely big walls with the leverage. This is in case you lose 49k. It's very likely you will be bouncing out of this because you create monster absorptions. 48,000 defended at spot market, pretty decent. 200 bitcoins, 50k very heavily defended. Like whole area 50k to 49k also heavily defended. You can do high time frame swing failure pattern, or you don't even do swing failure pattern and 50k is defended. So just watch that. You see how each 1000 moves is there are large bitcoins. This is connected to the psychology of the market. Bitcoin low, like every market likes round numbers, but also options expiries are on these numbers, so that's why you have always liquidity from market makers on them. More closer to the price, so it's more balanced here. You see sell side is more heavy currently on the exchanges. 57k decent demand on spot markets, and also 56k, again 200 bitcoins, and then 55k defended really well. Lots of perpetuals aligning with the spot market. To the upside, more balanced. Binance 68,500, 6,500, sorry. $62 as well, a bit good defense. Big defense, very big defense at 65,000. Then you see it's more limited because, you know, it's not that much resistance, but of course they can add 2 books. And futures, wow, 70k defended with huge walls. 500 bitcoins on Binance, that's crazy. Yeah, but that's really far away. But yeah, interesting profiles. We'll be now going into a bit of order flow analysis, so we can have a look on Exocharts, Tradinglite, and TRDR. As I already went over the liquidity as well. So longing here was very easy with such order books. We look at that over here. It was almost 7,000 bitcoins on the buy side. We know what to do in such cases. We go long. Market is still again doing in pullback, but you see order books are still trying to stabilize market. They don't even need to be real. They are spoofing market up. Volume still very low. Like market is, you don't want to trade such volumes. You wait for the New York sessions for volatility to come. Bitcoin is sleeping. I'll be happy if Bitcoin will be sleepy when I will be on holiday, so I don't have much regrets for the holiday. Zooming out on spot markets. Yes, we filled some nice walls up here. Intraday support from the spot market is coming here, 58,000 down to 57,800. That's also happily like Bitcoin. That's why it's also ranging it, because sometimes you push to the upside. Order books are totally empty on spot market. That is very easy for the pullback to be done. If markets and traders see there are new orders starting to be placed here and here and here and here, it's not so willing to do pullback right away, because they know it's not easy to move there. And we can still see it's not that easy for me to Bitcoin to move up as well, because we need large buyers to breach all these walls here. We need demand. We need true demand. If you don't find demand to breach higher or break lower, you just range, and you will do range in the low volume nodes. Open interest is absolutely key. So imagine market as a, what's the good analogy here? So the spot markets are the veins for the Bitcoin market, and Volatility is the blood of that veins, and volatility comes, sure, it can come from the spot markets if big buyers come, but it's not that often. The main volatility is coming from the leverage, from the stablecoin merged contracts, and from the coin merged contracts. That's the main volatility. And if open interest is increasing, especially in the small area, we can expect volatility to also increase once you start hitting liquidity out of these people. So you can go to liquidity, 5-minute time frame. So we know open interest is increasing from here, from 100, so from here down to this very, very small region. Nobody, liquidations, when we go to TRDR, where is TRDR? Five-minute time frame. So we know some people are entering into the market, but market is so not volatile. It's like so slow. Nobody is stepping on others' fingers. Yeah, it's just slow. Yeah, no liquidations here, very little. Once you start moving with the momentum and volume, you will also, like, market will get more volatile because you will be stopping out some people who are indeed open interest and see the market wrong. Current open interest increase is pretty small. It's still just 5,000 bitcoins on stablecoin merged contracts, and coin merged contracts are going sideways. So that's why market is slow here. If you would have like 4 times large open interest, believe me, it would be more profit taking, and market would be like much more volatile. It would be like that. So currently market is in the stage where it's accumulating open interest. In such stage, you don't even need to trade much. You just let market to scoop up other traders. You don't need to be part of them. If you are in other trades, you should be from previous, like from here long, short from here. You can be in such good pivotal trades, but you definitely don't need to trade such low open interest build up, low volatility, low volume. No, those are not conditions for you to trade. You wait for New York Open in such conditions. And we wait for more open interest increases. Like 10,000 is good threshold, 20,000 is even better. You see what happened in the past. I don't need to repeat myself. Open interest increasing here from 180,000, 88,000 to 198. So that's 10,000 open interest increase, the threshold I like. Move to the upside, lots of directional longs in it. We are heading down, boom, all these people getting stopped out. Another open interest increase over here, a lot of shorts. Market now is bouncing. These shorts don't see follow through, they are closing. Again, we need to analyze who was here more. But it again, interest closing. We are reaching like local threshold here, so we'll see. We can have a look on Exocharts now. Lots of these templates are for intraday trading, so yeah. You can also see look at the relative volume. This relative volume is dead, so you don't trade such conditions. For 50-minute candle, 46 million volume. No, that's not what you trade. You trade something like this. For 51 million volume, that's multiple times larger than previous candles, and that was your short exposure. At least for me, look at the delta. So many people getting forcefully buying. Shorts are getting closed here nicely. So that was trade for me. And look at the lows here, for example. Yeah, 744, and immediately bought up with new demand. That was a great swing value pattern. Here was more choppy, great volumes, but still very choppy. And that swing value pattern here was, yeah, not so big relative volume. But you also had the shorts into the lows, and they started to be squeezed. So for now, we are just waiting. How it's looking from a 30-minute TPO perspective. Daily open. So today is what? Today is Tuesday. Daily open is outside the previous day VWAP. That means if you start accepting into the previous day VWAP, you will be opening road for the local range rotation. So you can actually rotate previous range. If you open daily open inside the profile, it doesn't apply. It only applies when daily open opens outside value areas of the previous day. Just be aware of that. You will keep an eye on the naked point of control today. You can also merge this to see better where is it's still at the same area, so it's not only 1 day naked point of control, but also 2 day naked point of control. If bulls are really in control, they will be holding that for when we take out this low and continue to do higher. If you lose this easy roll for the previous day range rotation, we can also merge this together to 5 days to see what is the full picture here. Market at the high volume node. Yeah, it's a area you don't want to trade. So many people already traded such high volume node. You need to be positioned from higher or from lower, but you let this chop happen without you, because it can go either way. Still fight for the daily open here. Above us, naked point of controls over here. This one is 27th of August. What was that? Tuesday. No, that's okay. Tuesday, Monday. Those are pretty strong ones. Good. What else we can check here? Weekly time frame. Let's have a look. We've opened inside the previous week. Market is now trying to rotate into the naked VAR of the week, of the previous week. 60,270. You will see decision point there. If you go beyond, then you will open road for previous week rotation. This one, and you have naked VAR at 65k. That's far away. Single prints to be filled on the weekly time frame. Weekly open. Over here, market still looking good. Weekly open held today. That's really great. It's always good bias when you hold weekly open and you start bouncing, because like new, fresh weekly traders are piling in. If you start losing these areas, you can actually even merge these together, because it's trading together. If you start losing this range, you will open roads for these lows, for these equal lows to be fixed, and also maybe retest of the 54,000. This is naked val of the weekly previous range. Let's have a merging here together. Yes, market is like so tightly on this high volume node and POC. Not much volumes below, not much volume higher. Yeah, so it's going to be breakout led here and here. Boom. Monthly time frame. We recently closed monthly, so let's have a look. Yes, we naked val and naked VAR both directions. Just watch that as a targets. Yes, in the future can be nice confluence for you. Can see also from the monthly perspective, the if this low is lost, then you have so many single prints to be filled as well here from monthly perspective into this range here, 2-month range. Boom. So this can be merged, and you have two big naked point of controls below 49,000 in for the future. So 43, 8,045, and then 43,000 down to 42,800. Massive supports in case this low is lost, and we feel the inefficiency right into this. This is good area to have big alerts, to have some limits if you want, if you have good risk management, and you know how much you want to risk. Weekly, we can have a look on weekly time frame there as well. We'll be using more this template in the group. I made a tutorial for it, so make sure to watch it. Maybe I will try to replicate it in web, but I'm not sure if it's possible, because this here was very clean, and you you can easily see strong swing failure patterns if there is good follow through or not with such template. That's one example. Let's have a look on TRDR, and we will be probably sealing the video with the final words. Refresh. I can maybe comment one. Oh, I can do it at the end of the video. Total market caps. Pressure bands showing up. You are taking profits with these bands as well. With these bands, I was taking also this short here. More pressure bands, but you also know these are intraday pressure bands. These are medium time frame bands, so they are winning. Like here you are positioning for larger move to the upside, and here you take a partial take profit. Same like here, you play it safe. Yes, those order books are in low volumes are really great here. These are simple template, and same thing over here. Yeah, by the way. So you have medium time frame. We are positioning here for longs. Now you took a bit of profit, but yes, doesn't mean a market cannot run further. You just take partial take profit. That's it for you. Aggregated delta, so we can see what is the fuel in the system. So the current fuel in the system, recently we already did symmetry here, so people shorting, look at that, shorting over here, yeah, shorting over here. It already played out with the move here and with the range rotation I was showing at the beginning of the video. 605 aggregated delta threshold reached. That's nice. Now it's a bit choppy. I still know if market continues higher beyond 60,000, I have more fuel in the system from here, and ultimately from here. Then I will be looking for big symmetry move. So 1 billion threshold will be waiting in the future in case we push higher, and then 2 billion threshold as well. And the threshold over here has so much fuel, like if you take out this high and not swing failure pattern, you can easily go for 63, 64,000 even for the highs. So we know there is nice potential. A bit of water now. Same like here, when we had big push, lots of volume delta, people piling in, move to the downside, already destroy them. You do this lot of this aggregated volume and delta symmetry because we have limited amount of money on the system, and people usually are too greedy than they should be. So I know there is a lot of fuel for the swing trade as well. All market needs to do is go beyond this high and beyond this initial point of selling, and this will be playing out. We will see the massive spike in the, like, people will be rebuying positions back, how they sold in the impulse into the no resistance. Yes, so I know that's why I'm keeping swing trade position from here, even though it's weak low, and even when we take it out for the another swing failure pattern, I will be happy to be positioned if I'm not in the lying in the beach, which is very likely. So next few days. So yes. Further liquidations. So liquidations were great. It is lows, not that much over here. Decent over here, 12 million. We can go to small time frame, it's better visible. So a lot of liquidations still happening here, even if it's low, like weak low. They're always part of our nice trades. But ultimately, this was great move here, 23 million. Market still didn't hit much pain both directions. It's just waiting. Aggregated open interest. Not much added as said, just 5,000 bitcoins. That's not really much. Is it set on a base denomination? Yes, it is. One thing you need to notice, we've had like very big open interest increase from this point, some short and some longs as well. So when in case Bitcoin turns down with the equities based on seasonality or other reasons, you will be looking for large open interest decreases from this threshold. So this is going to be like an initial point here. And you will be watching for 80, 90% or even 100% pullback of that OE. Open interest, pain point round trip, and then it can bring you another big swing opportunity. So just be careful because there is some build up here, and that build up will be triggered below the 56k lows. Okay, you can analyze who is short and who is long in that open interest when you zoom in and you go to Exocharts and other templates. But for example, we know we have a lot of directional shorts in that open interest as well. So if you go higher, that people also will be squeezed. It was happening a long time ago, so they might even squeezed. They already were squeezed here as well, very likely. And you didn't, like from this open interest, you squeeze some shorts, but you didn't squeeze that much longs. because this was the main starting point. This was not that much. See, it was still increasing, so move to the downside will very likely damage open interest a lot more. So just be aware of that. How is the CVD looking? Coinbase was trying to push us so hard. Look at that, Coinbase can do something when it wants, but it's still not that big compared to Binance. So even that push here is looking like crazy, like big. They bought from 3.6 thousand up to 1,000 Bitcoins was bought on the Coinbase here, but the move was pretty limited. So $600 move, and then we topped out because Binance, look at Binance was continuously dumping on them. Even here even in this move they sold like 1,000 Bitcoin. So just don't think about these lines, but always watch what is showing you here, the real values. Currently we are having bull CVD on we can actually have a look here. Yes, there is spot market bull CVD, especially when here it was a lot of big selling, but it was market absorptive as well, so that's why we also pushed a bit more bull CVD as well. Market still pushing. Yes, there is bull CVD on market. Market so far is absorbing really well. This was very different to here. Here we had not much absorptions. Here we do absorb people selling on spot markets. That's great to see. What you really want for this uptrend is not to see people selling and we are getting absorptions, but we also want to see change of trend. So finally, like Binance sold since this moment, since this drop, Binance sold 7,000 Bitcoins. That's a lot of Bitcoins. We need to change of trend here. So these people finally stop distributions. In my opinion, those are people from Mt. Gox still, a lot of them. They received Bitcoin on other exchanges, yes, but they want to sell it on liquid exchanges, Binance. So many people took it to Binance, they sold on Binance. You know, Mt. Gox, I talk about it a lot. My expectations are we should really, maybe September we will see still this downtrend momentum in the spot markets. They will, like everybody who wants to sell will selling by the end of September, and then we can really have a big fat upside quarter for October, November, December. That's how I view the market. But it's still encouraging. We see absorptions on a spot market finally here in these regions as well. You can see that simply, yeah, like 5-minute time frame. Market is downtrending, and the spot CVD is also downtrending. Now market is uptrending. The spot CVD is also pushing, and you see like Binance is selling, but market is going still in the uptrend and opposite. So some absorption starts to occur here locally. Encouraging to see. This is template focused more on the precise intraday trading, helps me with take profit and so on. That's why here you had another take profit, you had a scalp short as well. Spot market threshold was reached, similar thresholds as here. Look at that threshold here, and here was also pressure. Here was not so much pressure, and medium time frame pressure starts increasing as well. Also perpetuals pressuring a bit, so you are getting local range. Just time to take profit. You can have it short. That was my approach based on this template as well. How is the top order books looking? Okay, so now market is more compressed because more top orders are close to each other. 30-minute time frame. Now you see you are now facing big resistances. This one was pulled, I think, and you still have one at 60,500. Below us, the borders are over here. This is spot on Binance, supporting us currently really well. It's not so fed as here, but yes, you see how is market doing. I like this template. It's I like Tradinglite, but it's also highlighting me where are the big walls. So because we human beings and traders are visual, it's much easier for you to trade when you are good in visuals. Look at that, like he was heavy protection of that lows as well. Big walls. Look at that following price. So I like to see that not only on Tradinglite. Here, look at the top, 70k, highlighted heavy selling pressure again. Here is more balanced, yeah. That's why we are so ranging here. Lots of bigger sell pressure orders above and also below. The same thing I was showing you in Tradinglite, just more clear. Aggregated bands, those are very simple bands for the swing trades. Yes, you see here, it's like if you don't want anything on your chart and you want to see the order books ratios, here you are, 2, 2, 2, here, here. Funding rate, how is the funding rate looking? Funding rate is coming from neutral. It's still very neutral, and this local funding rate is secondary confluence. I really liked we were negative here again. Each time we were negative, Bitcoin did some nice bounce. This was just brief to the downside, but same thing here, nice bounce. And these were even great. Like the larger negativity you get, the more is perpetuals market disconnected from the spot markets, and they are returning back to equilibrium. So these were even more great. But of course, you never trade out of the funding rate alone, because this can also happen in the situation. Look at that. But this actually played out well, because people were shorting into the, like, market was uptrending and people were shorting. So it played out well, and then you started to go positive as soon as like perps and spot markets start to get into balance. So this actually played out well. Funding rate negative, move to the upside. Negative funding rate, move to the upside. Negative funding rate, move to the upside. Here was just brief, not working that well. Again, negative funding rate, move to the upside. 56,000 was really great. So yeah, more often than not, negative funding rate is very, very useful in bull markets for us to, as additional confluence, to stick to the trades. But I'm not entering just out of the negative rate, funding rate. And overheated funding rate is also, you need to find the thresholds. You need to go to very high time frames. For example, thresholds like that. Yes, this one. This was 0.03. Nice threshold in the past, respected, and I think we had even larger thresholds when market was overheated over here. Like this one was record 0.11%, and then we started to go down. That's it from TRDR, I think. Yeah. Okay, traders, so we had look on Bitcoin from multiple angles. Just trade safe when I'm not around and you are still in the learning phase if you rely on my informations. I will have some tactical limit orders, but they will be very far away from the price. Definitely not trading this local volatility. I'm pretty well positioned currently. Just be aware of the seasonality. September is only starting now. Watch the data points. I wish everyone really good trading, and it's really nice to see our group is now at all-time highs again with the members. Like, we never had so many members. There are very, very few people really in this game, and you can see from me I'm not doing inside analysis much. A lot of trade setups I'm giving you in advance, and only thing we need to then focus on is execution, if you actually take the trade or not. That's very, very different from other educators. So you are in good hands, and I will make sure you will make it with me. So thanks for watching, traders, and buy in the group and buy in the 1 week. Bye bye.